Hello everyone. My name is Noah James Gonzalez. Friends and families call me Nonong Gonzalez, a name given to me by my grandpa which I like, and a name which established my identity. I invite you, together with my mom Angelia, Grandma Nancy, Tita Gian, and my grandpa Jimmy, to come travel with me as I journey around the world to see the beautiful places, its people and culture, and taste its native delicacies.
I guess we'll just do a tasting.
Just go to the tasting bar. Oop.
Just tasting. So how many people are you?
We can ask. Why are we here?
Remember, golf skill and wine knowledge will never fail you.
What?
Now, if you have any key questions today about wine or about what I'm saying, stop me and ask them.
Okay.
I tend to keep talking.
Okay.
Go ahead, close it. But if you say Doug, I'd like to know something about this. I'll try to answer for you.
Alrighty.
So this first one is Fumé Blanc. Now, Fumé Blanc is Sauvignon Blanc with a different name. It seems in the 60s, Sauvignon Blanc was not a great wine in the United States.
Okay.
A lot of people left it sweet.
Oh.
So when Robert Mondavi's came out so dry and crisp, he thought, I'm not going to call it Sauvignon Blanc. They'll lump it in. I'll call it Fumé Blanc or smoked white. Very successful. People thought it was a new wine. It was just the same wine made better. Now, if anything you take from this tour today, this three-sip approach to tasting wine would serve you really well in the future.
Okay.
Now, if you always take 3 sips of wine with 40 to 60 seconds between the sips, and then see if you like it, you'll enjoy it a lot more.
Oh.
I'm sure you've been to a party where they hand you first wine of the day, you taste it and go, ew. But then 20 minutes later, you're like, where is that wine? Now, it's not because you're drunk. Well, I don't know.
Could be.
But believe me when I tell you, it takes 3 sips and almost 3 minutes to bridge the contrast between your personal chemistry and the wine chemistry. I think this is the most practical approach to wine. So you can take a glass of wine, take a sip, wait a while, take another sip. And I want you all to hang on to your glasses because we're going to taste a different wine at another location, but I don't have any glasses here. Okay?
Okay.
Alright. Oh, okay.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. So that first sip is going to be pretty acidic. So it's going to get you right here. Like it'll kind of clench at the back of your jaws a little. You start to over salivate because your body can't identify the liquid.
Really?
Because it's ethanol, which is the alcohol in wine. So you start to over salivate because your body just wants to dilute and survive.
Oh, you're not lying.
But if you wait, but if you wait like a whole minute before you introduce, your body will adjust to it. And by the third sip, you're over all the contrast. Do you have enough wine to walk with?
I think we'll take more if you're willing.
They'll take more.
Present your vessel.
I think we're
That's
all-
my new line, you know, present your vessel.
Present your vessel.
We have many
There's our
vessels here.
Instagram caption.
We have many vessels.
What is it?
Present your vessel.
Oh, there you go.
It's right here.
That's all.
Good presentation.
Thank you.
So are you like a sommelier or?
I'm the opposite of a sommelier, so I'm an enologist.
Okay.
That's the chemistry one.
Oh.
Enology.
Enology?
Yeah. So viticulture is biology, growing of the grapes. Enology is the chemistry of winemaking. I guess I am a sommelier level 2 in that I passed their exam.
Okay.
I just wanted to see if I could do it. And it was tough for me because
I
all
heard it's a
the,
tough exam.
it's tough because of all the geography in Europe.
Okay.
These tiny wine areas in Italy and France, which
Oh,
I have
wow.
no interest in and have no knowledge of. So, but I'm mostly about the physiology of taste.
It's been a minute.
Oh, that's cool.
Take another sip.
This is not a gang sign. It's Mondavi. It's Mondavi, 3 sips. This is what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Right? We're not in
Noah.
Wellington. We're not in Emerson. Right. So if somebody ever pours you that much wine, you need to say, you know what? I need 3 sips to evaluate it. I do it all the time.
Now we know code.
Okay, we're gonna walk with this wine, okay?
Oh, okay.
Go.
I'll follow you.
We'll go in here and take a right.
Thank
We'll stay under the breezeway.
Alright.
Yeah, the breezeway. It's like the freeway.
It's okay, we'll get your own grape juice after.
They later.
Yeah, there's really no wrong way to taste wine, but there's definitely ways to enjoy it more.
Yeah, the second sip was definitely less sour.
So what's the interval with the third 3 minutes?
3 minutes and 3 sips. Yeah. So like a minute and a half each, like between.
Okay, it's time to take another sip. It's been a minute.
Only 20 seconds.
I already have my second.
No, I'm basing it on this camera. The camera has a second. Right?
Around the corner.
You're right.
Yeah, it's a really simple approach to tasting wine.
Yeah.
But not many people can wait.
Well, this is the first time on any wine tour that they told me this.
Yeah, come on.
I know, right?
Now, Robert Mondavi passed away 11 years ago at 94 years old.
Oh, wow.
Lived a full life. Really happy.
Secret.
This is
This is the secret.
Did you all know that prohibition was a bad idea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's organize crime. Yeah. So Robert Mondavi's like the post-prohibition godfather of wine in the United States. Got the whole industry going again. It took 30 years. He's like the Bill Walsh of winemakers. So he funded them, he trained them, sent them out. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to work here. But the vineyard itself was established in the 1860s
Oh my gosh.
by somebody from Ohio. Now, Missouri and Ohio were the largest winemaking states in the United States for 30 years. Yeah, winemaking started in Virginia in the United States
Oh.
and in New York at Millbrook in the Hudson River Valley. But as the development of the United States moved west, the winemaking moved steadily west because you had a longer growing season to better ripen it. More than 400 years old. And the reason I wanted to look at it is because when we get inside, we're going to see a modern basket press. What I want you to notice is that the design has not changed that much. No, this is for when you ferment red wine, the skins, the seeds, and the juice all go in the tank at the same time. So once it's done and you drain the liquid wine, there's a lot of valuable wine left in the skins. So to get that wine back, you put the skins in here, you press it, all that wine comes through here, runs down there, they catch it in containers, and they'll add it to wines that need more richness. So when you see the modern press, I want you to notice, the only difference is really, we use hydraulics now. Because like I said, winemaking goes back 10,000 years, but that's only because that's recorded history.
Right.
It actually goes all the way back. It's a gift from God.
To Jesus.
Yes.
There's another basket press here from the 1800s. Obviously a plantain roof, right? Now this whole wall of vines, from the very top, all the way to there, is only 5 plants.
Wow.
Now 4 of them are coming out of the drains on the ramp.
Look at the grapes on the wall.
There's the 5th one.
Where?
Right here, look.
So they grow them on
Oh.
the wall for insulation, because when the leaves are out in the summer, they sell cooler, and decoration, because they're pretty.
Oh, yeah, they are.
But those berries they produce, they're really bad. They're so bad the birds won't eat them.
Oh, that's why they're still there.
They're still there.
Birds love grapes. Now, let's
They're
go
bad
here.
like in taste or bad like poisonous?
In taste.
Oh, okay.
There are olives on the floor.
These are olives, right?
Can you 4-wheel it up here?
I think so.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty sturdy.
Yeah.
I think so. Oh, shoot.
Oh, shoot. Here.
Wine.
You want me to hold your wine?
I'm being blessed by my wine. It's okay.
Wine is a topical ointment.
Yeah.
Now that's the site of Hamilton Walker's ex-mansion over there. See the white mansion way across the vineyard? Now if you look down there, you can see how young that vineyard is. See how thin the stalks are in those vines compared to these gnarly vines here? Those are 7 years old.
Wow.
So 8 years ago, we pulled up 35 acres of grapes to replant. They were 38 years old. Now, as the vines get older, they produce less fruit,
Okay.
but better quality fruit. But at some point, the lack in quantity is not made up for by the boost in quality.
Oh.
That's when they replace the vines. We have 65-year-old Cabernet vineyards here, but most red vines don't make it past 40 years. But when you plant a vineyard, it takes 5 years before the yield is enough
Wow.
to offset one-year maintenance.
Oh my gosh.
So it takes a big bankroll and
Yeah.
planning to get them going. But once they're going, wine grapes are now the most profitable legal crop in California.
Wow.
These vines are 21 years old, planted in 1998. Now 21 years is really some of the prime production years for wine grape vines. All vines are pruned every year to limit the yield. You don't want the most grapes you can get, What you really want is a fair amount of grapes of good quality. We try to get 8 pounds of grapes from 2 vines. It takes about 8 pounds of grapes to make 1 gallon of wine, which would be 5 bottles. But I've never seen them achieve this goal. It's so hard to get blends of what you want. But in 2012, which is a great vintage, they got almost 4 bottles from 2 vines.
Oh, wow.
But
Almost.
usually it's 2.5 bottles from 2 vines. I think you can see these are olive trees here.
Yeah.
It's all part of the good life, art, wine, and food. 3 subjects where nobody's wrong. I mean, how's the food? It's good if you like it. The art is very subjective. Turns out everybody's opinion wine can be valid. Now, the Mondavis felt pretty strongly that maybe if you discuss subjects like art, food, and wine, everybody's opinion is of equal validity. Maybe when you switch to other subjects, you're more likely to listen to each other. So wine can kind of be a social solvent, help bring people together. But I think we all know it can be an instigator too, right, wine? Yeah. Puts out the fire. I've seen it ignite the fire more than once. Now, one of Robert Mondavi's favorite sayings was, everything in moderation, including moderation. Mommy. You can't be too moderate, right? You can have a good time.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, let's go this way. We'll go inside.
Oh, it smells like wine.
You can hear the mist coming out of the ceiling. It's growing humidity for wood. So 56 5,000 gallon oak tanks. They came from France in the 90s. And the first vintage here was the year 2000. Yeah, come down here so you can get a scope of how big the room is.
It's the air coming out of the barrel. Or the mist coming out of the barrel.
This is all for red wine.
Okay. Chris, can you take his picture?
So we bring the grapes upstairs by elevator and we crush them directly into the tanks from above.
1, 2, 3.
So just juice, skins, and seeds go in these tanks.
Fill me up.
It's called must. And yeast is the catalyst that brings
Here,
the grapes
go.
to wine.
You don't mind?
So once you have the yeast, it eats the sugar,
No, what we?
produces alcohol, heat, and bubbles of CO2. They lift all the skins to the top.
I like this.
It's called the cap. It can be 4 or 5 feet thick in these tanks. Solid grape skins on top of the juice. But a lot of the flavor and color in red wine are in the skins.
Okay.
So here they pump the juice from the bottom over the skins. It percolates through the skins and it pulls flavor, color, and richness into the wine. Now they may do it 8 hours on, 12 hours off. But another same vineyard, it might be 12 hours on, 6 hours off. They're creating different richness levels so they can use the blend together. Now after 10 or 11 days, the yeast has eaten all the sugar. It's fermented dry. I think it's interesting. It takes 10 or 11 days to ferment 5 gallons of wine. It takes 10 or 11 days to ferment 2,500 gallons of wine. Because the yeast propagates. Now once it's done fermenting, they might leave it in up to 2 more weeks for maceration, which is sort of marrying the flavors. They let it sit. Then they hook a hose up to that small hose connection on the side. They open up the valve. What comes out is called free run. It makes sense, the liquid wine comes out by itself. So they guide it downstairs to the first year aging cellar, where they put it in small barrels to age. Then they take out the skins. It's called pumice, and they put it in this basket. Now the reason for pressing I mentioned outside, right? To get the wine back, but the technique is to not crack the seeds. The seeds are so bitter. Luckily, nature designed grape seeds with some structural integrity, kind of like an egg, but stronger.
Okay.
So this might be the best way to not crack the seeds. This one press cycle is 1.5 hours long. It's slow, but it's firm. All the wine comes out here into the pan. They put it in barrels and they'll hold it for 10 months till we do the blending. Then the seeds start to crack. You can hear it. So that wine is very bitter, but it has no use in winemaking at this winery. But they have a uniqueness for it here. They take a sponge and they stain the wood in the middle of the small barrels for aging red wine, just so it looks pretty. It's really impossible to not spill red wine on barrels. And you know how red wine stains. So at some point the barrels start to look sloppy. They don't want to make sloppy wine here. They want to make pretty wine. Wait, you'll see how nice it looks when they're all lined up. Now we're going to go to the second year aging cellar. We have a choice of wines. You can get the 2016 Napa Valley Cabernet Sauvignon. Looking at that 2018 Moscato d'Oro, the sweet crisp wine. It's really good. It smells like roses. Tastes like lychee.
Moscato.
Are these barrels empty?
These are tanks.
The
but
tanks?
Yeah, we only use this room 90 days a year for winemaking. It's only for fermentation of red wine, which is September through December.
Okay.
Oh, so no white wine is made in these?
No, this is all red wine.
Oh, okay.
But even the white wine tanks, it's only, August through November is the harvest.
Wow.
August
Then
through
we make
November.
wines into February where we're still pressing and stuff.
Right.
But, at this point, the fermentation is all done. We do use this room for big parties and fundraisers. It's multi-level. Yeah, this is an incredibly beautiful facility for fermentation. Winery I worked in Australia, I had to wear a hard hat to go get a sample.
Oh, wow.
Farms and catwalks. It's like the industrial scene. This is like
I like how all the pictures.
this time we're gonna make it on that.
As I pause here, I hope you enjoy our ride. Don't forget to watch my next episode and please hit the red subscribe button below, for it means so much for me. Until next time, thank you so much. Special thanks to Iman Mosri, Darwin Duran, and Chris Roldan.